All right, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 51, the 8th vehicle over the Alcan when it first opened. It's a 1930 Packard, phenomenal car. We'll start at $50,000, $25,000 bid, thank you. $50,000, thank you. $75,000 bid, now $100,000. I got $75,000 bid, $100,000 bid, now $125,000. The known history of this 1930 Packard began back in 1946 when H.J. Cappy Roach purchased the Packard in Seattle. He left Seattle early May 1946 to drive the Alcan Highway, which was scheduled to open for civilian traffic when it became possible after spring breakup. Mr. Spazzelli already had a Model A and a Model T in my collection of antique and classic vehicles. It was my good fortune, after hearing about this 1930 Packard sitting in a Palmer field, to buy the Packard from Roger McDonald in 1961. I completely restored the Packard after many hours and much research. By late 1966, my first outing with the Packard was on July 4th, 1967. Holy smokes, look at that! Now that's what I call an engine. Even I can work on this. You can actually get to the spark plugs. There's room in here so you won't bust your knuckles. This is an engine. Maybe it's loaded from the inside somehow. If the guy hadn't slept in that morning, he'd have been the first guy over the Alcan, but instead he was the 8th. This car, when it was new, sold for, I think it was $3,300. You could have bought most of this part of Anchorage for $3,300 at that time. Incredible car. Finest one I've ever had the opportunity to sell. It's quite rare. They only made like 7,000 of them, and like I say, they were extremely expensive at the time they were built. They were the finest car that money could buy in America at that time. I got $225,000. You want to be $250,000? It's only money, folks. They print it every day by the tons.